Yeah. There we go. Alright, let's color some fire. Welcome. Hey. Hey. Yeah, we're gonna set this tree on fire. Get excited. What color should we use? Something very, very red, I think. Orangey red. Nice. Smoke is pretty tricky. What I did is I used a lot of references, and I did my best to make it kind of like wispy smoke. I actually looked a lot at the shot of in Mulan. There's a shot where they shoot a bunch of cannons at the mountain, and it does like absolutely nothing. But the nice thing is there's a great shot of like really swirly smoke. That's what I used to reference for Tiger Star's Dissolve. But yeah, I don't know, there's different kinds of smoke, and like depending upon what kind of effect you want, you're gonna have to find different reference for it. Just be very I don't know, observant, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna finish this dang thing. I think I may be able to finish it in a week. If I don't have any other, like, major interruptions. This is taking forever. Let's not do that. How about that? And also turn off this. Do-do. Yeah. I just want to be done. You have no idea. I was gonna finish it this weekend, I think, but honestly, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and I had my mother visiting, and there was just a lot of stuff going on, so I wasn't able to work on it. Life happens. It does that to you. Oh, I didn't cover that. I need to go in and fix that before I finish this. So yeah, how are you guys tonight? Do you have any cool things going on? Any crazy stuff? Nope. Itch. Okay, there you go. Happy birthday, Ancient Reese. That's cool. I don't know, it just takes lots of practice. And sometimes I honestly have to go back and redo things because I don't like it as much as it could be smoother, you know. that's not finished either. I did this so quickly I didn't even try and finish it. It's just... yeah. There. I think that's all of that. Yeah. Oh, cool. I liked Moonrise. I haven't read it for a long time. Josephine Judah back to Israel asked how I do transitioning so smooth, that she loved specifically the transition that I did for this map on my other two parts, where Hollyleaf kills Ashfur and then it goes to the gathering where like she's yelling and everyone's like, go gasp. And I think that was honestly just like a hard cut, but I decided that I wanted to have two central large characters, and I think that makes the transition easier, because like what you're trying to do is make the read easy for your eyes. So if you can transition where someone is looking at one character and when the transition there's already another character where you're looking, that helps a lot. With reading a scene. Did I do that for this one? Good. I might be streaming for like an hour and a half or something. I'm just gonna keep trying to do this as much as I can over the next couple of days. I have a final tomorrow, and obviously I work, but other than that, I'll just be trying to pump this out as much as I can. Because next week I have graduation stuff, which finally, but also I'll be a little bit busier and I won't have time to work on things after Tuesday. So I want to be done. I want to be done! If anybody has any questions they want to ask me, go ahead and at me in the comments. I'd love to answer questions while I do streams. I don't usually stream music because YouTube gets mad at me after I post it later, and like I like to have them up for people to look at afterwards, and myself as well. So yeah, if you want to help me fill the airspace by talking, I really enjoy doing that. Diggity. Don't feel like you're bothering me at all. I love it. It's the best. The next level of life, which is might be homelessness. Yeah, these flames are pretty much how my life is right now. Look at it. It's so beautiful and also terrifying. Who needs stability? Bukran asks if I could master any skill or be able to draw anything super well, what would it be? You know, actually, I was just looking at an artist from France named Claire Wendling, which if people are listening right now, I suggest you go look her stuff up because she is an amazing sketch artist. And I just wish I could honestly get the like smooth gestures and like well mastery of her forms like she does in sketches. It's something I'm still working on a lot. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. If I could master anything, it would be the kind of cats that Claire Wendling draws. They're fantastic. You should go find them. Hey! Welcome to the stream. If you want to ask me questions, go ahead and at me in the comments so I will see that you tagged me. I like to answer questions while I stream just because I don't normally stream music. Because YouTube is butt. So yeah, help me fill the airspace. Hey. Let's see here. H3's asked if I've had times where the sketch is better than the actual finished piece. And I don't know, I feel like animation that often happens just because it's common to get something really that's like really like rough and energetic in a sketch, but like trying to tie it down with line art can make it feel stiff. So yeah, it's common for me, I feel like, to have that happen. Dot. I have no idea if that's in sync with like what I'm drawing, but when I make noises, I'm making lines. Pretty sure that'll work. Yeah, this is actually a separate part from the rest of the animation because it's supposed to be twice as tall. But, it's just the explosion of the tree that I'm working on right now. Which I don't know if you can see that at all because it's like so small right now. Let's see if we can make it bigger. If I just scrub through it. That's not bad. like, there's a tree, it gets hit by lightning, and fire is like, blah, rawr. The end. Make that actually full screen. Yeah. So this section is actually in a different project altogether because I needed to be twice as tall to do the pan, but also like it was so many effects that I thought it would be a good idea just to have them be separate. Yeah. I might be working on the other half of the project later tonight, just because I don't think I'll have any shading to do on this, and I need to go back and do all the shading for Tiger Star and Fire Star, and I haven't done it yet. So we'll see if we actually see the rest of the map or not. Dude. And yeah, I draw on the wrong layer all the time, and usually I yell about it, and then I have to like go back and erase and redo. It's frustrating every time. I try really hard not to, by keeping everything organized, but sometimes it happens. I'm not sure what that means. Have I given you children animations? Maybe. Chills. Got it. It's like, I don't know. Awkward. Do-do-do. So many separate little pieces, but it looks really good in the end. I could have been a really good effects animator back in the day of Disney, man. If only I was born like 40 years earlier. Gives me so many little pieces at the end. It's just like, ugh. So many. If anybody has any questions that they would like to ask me, who hasn't heard the announcement already in the stream, I'd like to not play music but answer questions when I stream. That way I get to interact with you guys and also have something mildly entertaining happening while I'm drawing. That's not music and won't get me kicked off YouTube. Until I start to do my own very bad covers of every single song that I like. I could just sing it. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I would, Blue Crayon asks if I was a god of anything, what would I be the god of? And, like, I assume that goes for, like, practically anything. I think what I would like to be, honestly, is the god of depression, and not in the sense that I make everybody sad, but in the sense that I get to, like, come and comfort people when they're sad. Can I just be, like, a nice person? Not do anything, not be paid, but, like, go and hang out with people, make them happier? That'd be great. Fight their boyfriend and kick him out of their house. Help them pay their bills and their taxes. Which is ironic because I'm terrible at that myself, so. That's an interesting question though, because I feel like my first response would probably be just like cats, because I want to love all the cats and own all of the cats, and if I could create cats from like my imagination, there'd be so many in my life already. But I don't know. If you think about like Greco-Roman gods and goddesses, they're always like a god of an emotion or an element. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be like the goddess of depression in summer rain. I think I missed something down here. Yeah, I did. I don't know why I was working so hard tonight. I don't know. Missed a piece. Boop. That looks like fire, right? It's gonna be on a black background, so. Now we're gonna do this one. Fireline. That's weird, anyway. Meg Moonfeather asks more random questions. Who is my favorite fictional character? And that's like open to like any book series and any movie and like any fictional character ever. I don't know. I would have to think about that for a little while. I think I'm gonna put two colors in this. It's gonna be like gold. Oh. So that's how fast it goes to everywhere, huh? I don't know. That's just like a hard question. I really liked Artemis Fowl back in the day when I was reading those books. He was like a crazy, I don't know, but like also inspiring person for me. So I don't know. Let's do, oh no, I meant undo. Not exclusion. There we go. Weird. it yellow. Trying to decide the color on this. Yeah, I think I'd probably pick Anonymous File, or like, who else is really cool? Fictional characters I've made up. I don't know. I mean, there's some like comic characters that I like. I think, like Hawkwoman has always been a personal favorite of mine, even though I've not read any of her comics and like know nothing about her character basically. I just thought she was really cool. So I don't know. Some of those people probably. Buchanan asked if I could have any exotic pet, what would I want? They would want an otter. Ooh. I would really honestly just want a cheetah. Cheetahs are like so, I don't know, they're not tame, really, but they're like happy cats. I think that's, yeah, I think I would have a cheetah. Just because they're really cool and they like have like huge loud purrs and like it sounds awesome. I want to have a giant fast cat. You can have one of those signs that says how fast do you run. My greyhound can run like whatever faster than you, except it has like greyhound like blacked out and cheetah instead. That's what I would want. I don't think that's gonna work eventually. It's gonna break up like that. Well, it'll probably be fine. Okay. Oop. Do. That in light yellow, do this in light yellow, do this in light yellow. Everything else I think is this color. Yeah. Oh, be more specific. Don't do that. Do. There's no family. Huh. Do. What kind of vlogs asks, do I know any memes? If so, which ones? I do know a few of the memes. I kind of have like, because I've been visiting YouTube so much, it shows me all the animation now, so, but like, I've gotten some exposure to memes, and, I like a few of them. I think one of my favorites is, probably the Fantasize one, but like, not the original, but The one with the, like, I don't know, cat lemur girl that's like white and blue and pink. I really like that one for some reason. I find the lip sync to be pretty good in that one, and I like it. Worth the watch. Missed some stuff. So I like that one, and then I also like the maple shade one that was recently done. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's I don't know. I don't remember what it was called, but it was about maple shade, and she like runs towards the camera with wings, and it like has a stroby background that makes you want to like have an epileptic seizure, but it looks really great. I like that one. And there's a few others that I've enjoyed. The Dreams one with like, I don't know, wolfish dog thing that has wings. I like a lot. It's pretty good. My music stopped. We're gonna go onto here and find some other ones. Hey kitty. Want a mother really quick. Okay. Blue Crane asks, if I could bend an element, fire, water, earth, or air, which would I want to bend, and which fits my personality best? Honestly, fire. I like want to be an airbender because I think it's the coolest one, but I am a little bit of a hothead, and yeah, I would bend fire. That's like not even a contest. Yeah. And that's like kind of like, I honestly think my entire family would be firebenders because we're all very passionate and like competitive about our ideals, which I don't even really understand why, but like we are. To the point of like not even really having good relationships anymore on occasion, just because like we're a little bit too dogmatic. I have no idea what those meaning colors. I don't think so. Probably not. I seems to think that it would be a color, but I don't think I'm going to make it a color. I just think it red. Infinite, yeah! That is the one. Thank you for finding that, remembering it for me, because I couldn't. I like that one a lot. I don't know, I don't think that I'll probably do any memes because I don't, I would rather do a map to learn things in like After Effects or TV Paint, because I feel like they're nice to like learn new techniques or whatever, but like I don't really feel like I need to spend the time on it. And I just like, I don't personally want to spend the time on it if it's just for myself, because I'm not that invested in memes. They're nice to look at, but they don't inspire me that much. And that's not to say that they're like not good and people shouldn't do them. It's just like for me, I don't have like as good a payoff as I do when I work on a map. So I would rather just like work on maps. Oh yeah, thanks for coming. Have a good night. So yeah, if anybody wants to ask questions, go ahead and at me in the comment section. I would love to answer questions. I find it fun and entertaining while I draw, so don't feel like you're bothering me. It's great. I love you guys. You're the best. Ugh, itchy eye. I think that's fine. Oh yeah, I mean, I think that they are beneficial, and I think that it's good for people to like want to do them. And even if it's like not necessarily something for practice, it's just like you love memes, good. Do what you love. But like, I don't know. I don't find the same fulfillment. Blue Crane asked if I ever draw on my regular work, as in non-art work. Like, I'm assuming like papers or like homework. And like the answer to that is yes, I do. Frequently. I do lots of doodling, but I also like to do like my personal reactions to how like a lecture is going or whatever, and the margins of my notes or whatever. Is that particularly, I don't know, helpful in any way? Maybe not. I don't know. But I enjoy it, so I do that. There we go. I think we'll just leave like the hottest parts as having the bright yellow, and then put everything else as this like medium. The bright yellow is more like a tertiary color. How about that? No. Exclusion. It's like, I don't know, it's not always for procrastination. Sometimes it is, but like I don't usually have written work that I could procrastinate by doodling on. Usually it's like something I need to type on the computer, and it's like by doodling on it, it would be like really interesting. How do you doodle in a Word? I don't know. That would be some voodoo magic. Oh, I ended up over there. Stop. Here we go. Winter Flames asks, what is my favorite magical creature? I don't know. Probably griffins. I really like griffins. I think they're great. If I could have one for a pet, that would be amazing, but I'm pretty sure it would try and peck out my eyes. switch this. I don't know, it's not necessarily crying. It's usually somebody who's like angry or like murdering somebody else. I have a lot of anger inside of me. I'm probably a firebender. Murder just runs through my mind a lot. It shouldn't, really, honestly. I know it's like a weird, creepy, crazy thing for someone to be like, no, I think about it a lot. Murder. I don't know what to tell you. Look at that. That's fine, I suppose. Put down one. Get this, that color. My hair needs to be brushed. It's like sticky. Well, colorization, this is taking forever. Oh, I did it. Yay. Left foot on, do 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 do. I think it's funny you guys keep saying you feel bad for asking questions. I literally ask you to. Please ask me the questions. Blue Crayon asks, if I could meet one of my idols, who would I meet? From any time. I don't know. I feel like meeting Glenn Keane would be cool. Even now, I know he's older, but I think he's still really cool, and honestly, like, having the chance to talk to him and, like, know more stories about his career would be awesome. I think meeting, let's see here, oops, the bottom part, I think meeting Butch Hart would be fun. I follow him on YouTube, and he's like a much different personality than I thought he was. He's kind of a salty adult. But I think he would be fun to talk to and meet. I don't know. I don't have like a lot of people that I'm like, this person is who I look up to and like kind of revere. So it's hard to answer that question. I think I've already met a lot of my idols, quote unquote, just in the sense that like a lot of my professors at my program here at BYU are really inspirational for different reasons. Like I think their experiences in animation have been really inspirational for me, so I'm glad for them. I think they're great. My favorite goddess. I don't know, I feel like Athena is really great. She's honestly probably one of the only ones that I actually know anything about, but yeah. I'm very fuzzy when it comes to like Roman and Greek mythology, and like Norse mythology I know like Jack. I should know more about it because like my heritage is very like skewed Danish. So I should honestly know Norse mythology, but I don't. Because I'm American, and Americans don't know anything about their ancestry. Why would we? Let's be laughing at myself. I honestly need to learn it because I think it would be good to know. And it would be fun to learn. I feel like most of the time I don't know anything about it until like I read a Tumblr post and I'm like, oh man, there's that really weird cool story from Greek Roman mythology, and then like I forget about it after that. Dude, that, dude, nope. That. Although I do know that there is like a Norse goddess who has a card of a chariot drawn by cats, and it's like, I don't remember, the goddess of death or something. It was awesome. I think she's great. Yeah, so like the flames turned into a lion because like I wanted to do cool stuff as the flames were like rising into the sky. It's not canonical, obviously. I don't think they describe anything about the flames of the tree. Or even really that it was on fire. I don't know. I know that like Firestar was killed by being crushed by a tree, but honestly it doesn't make any sense. I guess it kind of does. Like if you stand next to a tree that's struck by lightning, it's more likely, I suppose, they're going to be crushed by a branch than shocked. But it's more dramatic to have him like struck by lightning, so that's what I did. And then the tree explodes and there's like a lion that rises in the fire for some reason. I don't know. Because Firestar is great. Let's talk about him. We could. What are favorite things people have about Firestar, or these favorite things, I suppose? He can be a turd. Just because, like, I feel like Firestar is a pretty, I don't know, especially later in the fandom, like, he had this really good run in the first books, and then afterwards he, like, is sort of not really fulfilled in his character arc, and people give him a bad rap because of that. But I think he was still a good character when he was a star. What do people like about him? What do people hate about him? I would like to know. I mean, it's sort of like distant. So, Jay, Holly, and Lion were related because Leafpool is his daughter. And then Duffwing is related to him because Cloudtail is his nephew, who's her father. And so, like, there's relation there, but it's not direct. And so it's weird to me that, like, the prophecy includes her at all, to be honest, because it's such a dilute relation. It would be honestly more like second niece, kinda. She's more closely related to his own father, Jake, than she is to him. Good. Fire. Yeah. It's true. I feel like most of the series has like banked around Firestar's genealogy, and I wish that we could have like gone into different clans and had like different stars from other clans from their perspective the whole time, like they do in the Super Editions, but like for an entire arc, because that would have been cool. And you would have gotten more of the balance between clan dynamics rather than just having this like weird heroic clan, ThunderClan going on. You know? That's what I was hoping with, especially with the new prophecy, because we had a couple of narrations that were led by Stonefur, and he was like a River Clan cat, which I thought was cool. And occasionally they bring in like other clan people, like Flametail or Needletail. Although I don't know if she ever actually narrated. I think it was always Violetpaw. In any case, I wish it would have been like more of a main character for an entire arc, rather than like jumping around between characters with almost all of the like main heroes as Firestar clones. So I agree with that sentiment. Is that true? Oh, probably. I bet it was like White Wing. Yeah, that is right. So she's even like more diluted in terms of like how she's related to Firestar than even I said. So there you go. Duffwing. Yeah. But like, if I could go back and rewrite the Warrior series and like not have the lake be a thing, I think I would have gone back and like after the ThunderClan arc had an entire arc based out of WindClan, and like have the savior of the forest be from Wind Clan or whatever, and then like the next year it's like some jerk from Shadow Clan who's an asshole, but everyone has to listen to him. That would have been great. Like, there would have been better dynamics. But no. Instead, we just get to joke about how many Firestar clones there are in the series. Also that. Yeah, same. I think it's weird that they were like obsessed with those two characters and then just like made a million of them. Like, we get it. Tiger Star would have been a really cool dude if he was a good guy. Stop making so many good Tiger Star clones. And making them all be leader too is like weird. Because at least with Firestar, like, not all of his like weird half-cousin clone removed is like a leader eventually. But with Tiger Star you have two currently in the series. Alright, I think we got some fire. Let's look at it. So you got lightning, fire. That's pretty good. I could go through and fix that. There's a little bit I missed. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like the people who are going to care are the ones who are, like, making content for it, because you have to go through and realize there's so many of the same character over and over again. Which gets frustrating. I'm frustrated by it. Come down here. Yeah. It just makes me feel like HarperCollins has reduced the Warrior series to like a one-trick pony, and they just like want to push like the button of like, this worked, let's do it over and over and over again to make it work again. And like, it's not necessarily like a bad thing. I think it can be done in a way to be good homage to old past characters, which I think Sparkpelt and Alderheart are. Because in some ways they like comment upon the characters that we've loved and had before, and are also in their own way their own characters with their own personalities. So I don't know. I just wish it wasn't like felt like such a factory when you read it over and over again. Let's just lock all these. all that good. And do some lightning. What color should lightning be? I think it's gonna be mostly white with like a purple outline maybe. Yeah, I agree. I think a RiverClan character as like the protagonist would be awesome. Let's make it happen. And like Feathertail and Stormfur were kind of filled that role, but they also kind of didn't at the same time. Oh, I don't have a background on this. Let's add a background layer. And just fill it with like gray. Sweet. Welcome, Velvet Wing. We are talking about how we wish there were more main characters from other clans, particularly RiverClan. Oh. Color texture layer. Right, that's true, I guess. It was like only because of like the mountain prophecy that they were like, I guess we'll just tell the story from their perspective. I think it would have been cool to hear from Stormfur in RiverClan, and then we would have gotten like a better like premonition that he was planning on staying with Brooke because he was unhappy with life. I was just thinking about that tonight actually. There was a song by Mother that I was like, you know what, this would be a good Stormfur song where he like thinks about why he wants to stay with Brooke rather than RiverClan because things are not that great in RiverClan. And he has like basically no family left. So maybe that'll be a thing that happens. Maybe I'll just ignore it and like not plan on making it. Dude. I'm gonna turn these down so I can see through them a bit. Because there's stuff here that I'm supposed to be drawing. I think I might also turn this one off so I don't have to like think about which one is which. There we go. Yeah. That's better. Which clan would I want to be in? Wind Clan. I grew up in a place that's like windy all the time and doesn't have hardly any trees and is basically just grassland. So when they described Wind Clan as like a peaty, grassy, windy place, I was like, sweet, it's home. Also, just the fact that they're so angsty and angry at each other all the time also sounds very familiar. Look at that lightning. Lock that, turn it way down. Hey. Why can't I change the opacity after I blocked it? That's weird. Strange. Maybe you can do it while you're not on it. Yeah, you can. Cool. Turn this back on. Oh, that's the sketch. I think we're just gonna delete that. It says no, you can't. This one's the real one. Okay. Yeah, ShadowClan's been through the rough of it, I feel like. They've just always been in like somewhat turmoil, and I don't know, people have tried to explain that, and I'm not sure if there's like a perfectly good reason for it. Yawn. Sorry, guys. Good to know. I think ShadowClan would be cool by the way that the prequel series describes it. When Tall Shadow decides to go live in ShadowClan's territory, it's like this beautiful, like pond-filled paradise that's like filled with prey and beautiful. But I don't know, most of the time when the other books describe ShadowClan's territory, in the old territories, it's like, oh, this gross swampy place where you get mud in your paws and there's only frogs to eat. And that's, I don't think that's actually how it is. I think it would be really pretty and there'd be lots of prey. They probably have the best territory, to be honest, but what can we say? I think Tawny Star would be great, but I don't think that we're ever going to get her. Now that her son is the leader. I thought for a long time she was the deputy, and so when the new series had Tiger Butt be a deputy, I don't know why. Does anyone remember why Tigerheart became deputy in ShadowClan? Yeah, I don't know. Because I could have sworn, maybe I'm just wrong, back in like the Great Battle days that Tawny Pelt was the one who was deputy. That's not true, because it was Rowan Star, but he was Rowan Claw at the time. Because Black Star was still alive. But like even after that, in like Brambleclaw's dream, promise, whatever, was it Tigerheart then, or was it Tawny Belt? I should just look it up. I don't honestly remember. Go away, I don't want to talk to you. one good thing that the wiki actually does. Go down here. Oh, Blackstar was still leader. He didn't die until after Brimblestar was Storm. Weird. What's the next book? Maybe I should just Google Donny Belt. We'll see on her page if she was or not. Yeah, she was deputy at one point. Revealed in River of Fire, chapter 10. Oh, only after her son. So I guess she never was. Before Tiger Heart. Which is dumb, because I think that she should have been, but whatever. Nope. I need to read River of Fire. I wonder if my library is going to have it yet, or if I should just, like, do some piracy, because... I don't want to pay for it. I've done very little in the way of roleplay, so I can't say that I've ever been a villain. Because I've only been active in roleplay like once. Lightning is such a strange effect. I don't think it's gonna probably fill. Probably should fix that. Oh, why not? It's because it's locked. There we go. Good night, Cocoa Bean. Have a good night's rest. I should go to bed soon too, probably. It's getting pretty late. Here we go with lightning. Pretty nice. Just trying to scroll through it because I feel like the preview is good, but it like reduces the resolution of all the images until it's just like unreadable by a stream. So there you go. We got lightning and we got fire. Now we just need a tree. No, I just, I'm switching jobs right now. I'm gonna go down to the tree and make it colorful. Welcome, Emerald. Also, Silver Claw Draws. I don't know if you just got here, but welcome. Let's just turn these things off for now. Explode. Okay. I think we're just gonna turn this all the way up. No, Control Z. And do color texture there. Oh, thank you. TV Paint, come on. Work with me. I'm gonna have some chocolate while I wait for this to respawn. Boom. Basically, it explodes. Just go do kind of like a medium brown. Yeah, I mean, if you scroll back a little bit in the stream timeline, in the playback, I've just scrolled through it a few times. Let's turn this off for now. Not sure why there's two of these. I'll delete this one. Well, I mean, if you just like go onto the YouTube video and like grab the thing and just scroll it backwards, you should be able to use the dynamic playback to get it. It should be just like 5 minutes ago or whatever. Why is my computer being so dead slow? What is your deal? We're dropping a ton of frames, I guess. just feels really sluggish right now. I might actually just save this file and like reopen it. Because it's being really dumb. Yeah, I am excited. I think it'll be good, especially for Faye, to be able to finish it and cross it off her list, because I have been making her wait for more than a year, and I'm sorry. It's not nice to do. Yeah. Close this. Right? Why are we dropping frames? I'm not really sure. Ricky the Thief asked what we're waiting on for the Ready as a Library map. And as far as I know, you might have to check Hida Eighth Sun's Twitter account again, but when I last checked, she had said that there was something they were working on for like an additional animated segment of what's his bucket? Respelt. That they were going to put in the beginning that they had like been working on but like fell behind on. So that's like one thing, I suppose. And I had like a projected expected finish time, and I think that was like the end of April, and I don't remember for sure. But it's not necessarily like because they're just like not doing anything. I know that they're working hard on stuff, so be kind. It'll come out eventually. Ah, gosh, dang it. Maybe it's just because I have so many layers. But that's not true, because I did so many layers on Redis Library. I don't know why this file is being so dumb. Maybe if I just save it to the desktop. See, brush tabs. There. Just do a little bit better. Nope, never mind. It's just as bad. I probably just need to restart my machine. Natbrat asked if I bought TV Paint, and yes I did. I bought a student license version of TV Paint, so it was somewhat discounted, but it's like, I don't know, was still expensive. In my personal opinion though, totally worth it. I love this program. I don't know what I would do without it. I think we will make this a little bit lighter. Maybe the inside of the tree. I gotta get ready. Oh, I missed a line. I'll have to fix that. The stream thumbnail comes from FaceScribble's original Mac call. That's like 3 years old at this point, so not very representative of what their art is like now. But it was hopefully, originally the idea was like to get people back excited in this map, because I think there's some people in the fandom who still remember it happening at one point, and being able to be like, hey look, here it is again. Hopefully people will be like, oh yeah, I remember that, and be more interested. That's the thought that I had anyway. Oh, I killed the leaves. I did it on purpose, I think. They just disappear. Wonder if anyone will notice with the flashing. Probably not. I'll just do that later. Doo-ba-doo. This one and bam. Inside of this one. I feel like that piece completely disappeared between those two frames. Music. I need some music. Let me get some music from Eureka's a really good album. I really like this one. If anybody was looking for music to listen to and don't have any qualms about people who curse or like talk about sex and drugs and stuff, because that's all that rock and roll is. Mother Mother's Eureka album is great. I'm chasing it down, try chasing it down. Sarah! Oh, here comes my cat. Are you excited? Oh no, it was this way. Okay. Hello. Do you want up here? Baby. Hi. She's like, I really just wanted to lay in your lap. I don't really want kisses. Let's make this a little bigger. Computer, stop dropping frames. Maybe I just need to refresh this. If there's a way to do that. I don't think so. TV Paint isn't that bad. You just need to know how to restructure the hotkeys, and then it's fine. Because like a lot of the hotkeys are based upon French commands. So once you understand that, you realize that anything that you've learned about Photoshop or anything in English is going to be like, well, that's wrong. So what you need to know is that if you go up here to edit shortcuts, it brings up this command prompt that allows you to change any of the functions which are on the left, or any of the hotkeys which are assigned on the left. You can see like the letters are first, and then you have shift combinations, and then there's control shift combination. It goes all the way down until you get like really crazy stuff like shift control page down. So you could be really specific with what our hotkeys are, and it also has all of the functions of the program on the right here. So once you go through and you're like, hey, I want to find a specific kind of tool so I can assign it to I, you go down into the tools and like maybe you want cropping BI, or something that makes more sense would be like inverting the view, which I'm sure you could find somewhere in here, but this is where all of it is. And honestly, if you wanted to find something that was inversion, all you would have to do is type in the search bar and it finds all of the ones that have invert in the name, and then you can assign it to I if you wanted. And most of the time that's pretty close to like what you would expect a function to do. Sometimes you have to like double check, assign it, and test it, and then see if that's what you wanted, and if it's not, then you can go back and change it again. But that's what I did. I went through and assigned things to similar keys to like Photoshop, and that's made things a whole lot easier. Because you don't have to keep going back to the toolbox to like pick this specific item. You can just use the hotkeys like normal. Yeah, if you don't know that, then yes, TV Paint is a pain in the ass. But with that in mind, it's really nice. And the other nice thing about that is that if you have multiple machines that you work off of, you can save a key map, which like saves all of your functions that you've changed to a specific file, and then you can load it in a different TV Paint file. But once you do it to your home machine, you don't have to do it again, which is nice. Yeah. TV Paint's not so bad, you just need to know how to kiss it and make Hat like you. A beautiful place. Is this and that, and does this? No, this. And this, I think. And one of those, I'm not really sure which one, I think it's this one. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, like, animation just takes a lot of practice and, testing, honestly. The only reason why I can do stuff like effects is because I've done enough with character work that I understand the ideas of, like, spacing and timing to make it work right. And I really think, like, taking some time to really understand the basics of the 12 principles of animation is important. But once you get those, like, you can do almost anything. Which one is this? I have no idea. I think it disappears. I think it's gone. Oh well. It's fine. Yeah. That's right, I made my screen a little bit larger so you can see what's going on. But yeah, the poster over there, this one is the Hogwarts Quest poster, and this one is a My Hero Academia poster. I also have a Zootopia poster on this wall behind you guys, of course, sort of behind the computer, that you can't see. I also have like a calendar with tigers and a calendar with cats, because why not have a million cat photos on your wall? It's the best. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need to be patient with yourself when you start any program. There's going to be like a pretty large learning curve. And it's just going to take like hacking it up a few times to know what you're doing. Computer, why? What are you doing? That's so hard. I don't understand. Ugh, okay, there we go. Just pan, it's not that hard. Okay. I mean, it's fine to not have experience on digital stuff. I honestly don't have much experience traditionally and wish I had spent a lot more time trying to figure out how to paint, but now I have the problem that I need to paint stuff for family and I don't know how to. So it's a thing. You just need to suck it up and learn. Find a tutorial. I swear to God, TV Paint, figure out your shit. Why are you sucking it up right now? I need to restart my computer, I think. Alright. Hopefully it'll be fine now. We'll see. Nope, not really. Maybe I should be turning off the update on these things. Even though they already are updated and have only one source. I think maybe that's drawing on this processing power. I'm gonna do that. I think that's better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Note to self, don't leave the update on if you don't need it. Oh yeah. Well, I could do colored pencils. I have a lot of Prismacolors, and I've done some things in the past. I don't know that I'm like super amazing at them, but better than I am with painting, I suppose. Sorry for the yawn. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Huh, okay. So for future reference, I'll only work with one active color texture layer at a time. Boop, boop. So many little pieces on this tree. I thought this would be the fast part. Honestly, that was lightning. Sometimes, and like I feel like right now, especially if I were to start sketching again in my sketchbook, I would do the same thing where I like make a mistake and like the proper action is to like get an eraser or like start on your drawing if it's pen, but my mind would be like, you know what, you just say Control Alt Delete and or Control D, Control Z, I suppose. Control Alt Delete is to like refresh a program or whatever, but yeah, I do that all the time. And it's embarrassing, and sometimes I'll do it like on the paper with my fingers. And I'm like, why did I do that? That doesn't do anything at all. Oh, that's early, man. Where do you live? It's always slightly embarrassing because I'm kind of forceful with the keys sometimes, and so I'll just like tap really loud on my sketchbook and people look around like, what? It's just me being crazy. It's fine. Ah, Germany. I like Germany. My brother might be moving there soon. I might get to go see him in Germany. Computer, why? Oh, I think I remember it doing this on longer keys. It's just a lot for it to update or whatever. But boy, is it annoying. Dang it. Come on. We're just gonna make this too long so that we can fix it and then extend it. How about that? I would love to go to Germany. I've always wanted to go to Munich because we had a girl in my high school who was from there, and I just like wanted to see her hometown because I was curious. I don't remember my brother's moving though, so to be determined, I suppose. Wherever the U.S. Army base is, I suppose. I know, right? It's churning right now, and I can't figure out why it's so struggling. But there we go. We have a dead tree. There we go. Need to fix the overlap here. That's fair. I feel like almost every country has like little nuances between each, I don't know, section or city or province or whatever. That's certainly how Canada was. I should be doing these fairly gray, I think, and dark. Ugh. That's what it makes you feel. The underside's the ladder, so it feels like there's light passing through. Get these two update. Here we go. So I can steal the color. Turn off. It's colored. I need to do the shading for the character animation, and then I think everything will be done, and I can move over into After Effects work, which fortunately I can't do from home, so I won't be able to stream it, but I might do another stream later this week to do shading, because I don't think I'm going to get to it tonight. There's no way I'll even finish it tonight if I did get to it. Come on, computer. It is not that hard. Oh, there's only those three. Nice. But I might be able to open the character animation and have us look at it before I quit tonight, because I think it's 11:30 here. I think I might go to bed. But let's look at this and see what the effects look like. If it'll update. Not sure why it is not updating. Just because it's on the wrong layer, yeah. Or wrong frame. There we go. Look at all this junk that's happening. Alright, so let's look at this preview. Scoot this down a little bit more. Center it probably. If we can get it like the bottom of the tree to the top of the frame, that'd be good. That's pretty much it. I might do a little bit more painting on the tree to have it merge into the background that I'm eventually going to paint. But if I do that, it's going to be a different process probably. I might even do it on Photoshop. But we got lightning. An exploding tree. Look at that. Start from like here. The preview takes so long to get smooth, it's hard to say that you'd even be able to see it on the stream. Because now I think it's finally getting to playing every frame. There we go. I wanted the lion to be a little bit subtle, so that if you saw it, it'd be like, oh, that's cool. But if not, then like, you know, it's not a huge deal. It's supposed to be fire anyway. That's the big point. It'll be like at the end of The Lion King, where they say that there's a lion in the clouds, but I still don't understand how it's a lion. Anyways, that's that. I'm gonna push save so I don't forget. And then open, probably on here, I think is the most updated version of the character animation. Which actually, yeah, that's full screen. Yeah. Which there's like some issues with like layer dominance and transitions that I need to work with in After Effects, but this is like pretty good. Pretty much where it's at for now. And it's really, really quick, so I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, now it's getting closer to being finished. I feel like I would have done some things differently, but I just need to finish it. I don't need to go back and refix anything. There's no point. So this is Firestar and Tigerstar fighting their final last battle in like the end of the series. And they're like the two main protagonists and antagonists. Is like the closure of their both arcs, and like it's after how many books? 4 series of 6, so that's 24 books that they've both been main characters. And the best way that the authors were able to resolve that is that they just had them both die during the same fight. One by defeat and one by kind of like natural causes. Because at the end of the fight, the tree that he's standing underneath is struck by lightning and a branch falls on him and he dies. But what I have happen is that he is struck by lightning. Which is why it looks like he like has a heart attack and then dies. It's because he actually does. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be the end of the stream tonight. Thanks for coming, everybody, and asking me questions and chatting. Hopefully, I think I'll try and stream on Wednesday. Maybe tomorrow night, but I am not 100% positive. After my final, we'll see what happens. Sarah, come up here. Yeah. Psst, psst. She's like, why are you still awake? Why haven't you gone to bed? Yeah, come up here. There you go. So yeah, watch for that. It might happen either tomorrow or on Wednesday. Maybe both days. She'll be here. I'll be here. You can come ask me questions and chat about crazy warrior cats or whatever else you want to talk about. So good night, guys.